When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese, the bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to go up top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got a man. It's James. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Complete. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's caught downfield. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
And the Horned Frogs are threatening in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Payne. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air, it's Levin. Looking left. Rolls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Works the middle of the field. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Finds his man. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll try the run. He's loose.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period.
3rd down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. And after 1, we're tied 0-0.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Gets it out quickly. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's looking to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Into the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it as defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On the ground, it's Payne. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
The play action fake. He turns that loose down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Powers through the defender.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
The Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone, but the officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds space on the right. Wide open spaces. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Tollefson. That's caught. It's Hamilton. There he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Blasted as he lets it go.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago. Throw in another today. That's a season for a linebacker.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. back to throw. It's Hoover. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back to pass. It's Seals. Throws to the wideout. Got it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Horned Frogs looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. That's caught. It's Tyson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job.
He tries to take the top off. can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Seals. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started.
Number 35, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed behind the line, it's Payne. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run.
He's going for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Seals. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going up top. Hauls in the deep ball. It's a seam wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up in. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Seals. Now adjusting. Slings it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be real.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this.
He's got it on the outside. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. It's a running room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Fires left. He's got it. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run. Now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week.
Back to throw, it's Tollefson.
Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
That's reeled in. It's Moss. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by fourth down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Give to Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
TCU 10.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air. It's Tollefson. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like...
Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
TCU 10.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Seals. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McAllister. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Oh, he wants it all. And he holds it in at the 25.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going up top again. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
To the air, it's Seals. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he will score! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Lets it go. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in the first down and more. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Throws to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Wants to throw. It Seals. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Udo. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Direct snap, it's Udo. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Udo. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to BYU.
Looking downfield, it's Seals. Looking for a huge play. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment.
There he goes. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. Once he got some room, it was over. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Seals. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And here's the third interception of the night.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost...
And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long.